Hey, you're going to want to stay for this message, COVID and Consciousness, Part 2. Aloha Aina, aloha Kua, aloha Kanaka, ke aloha Hawaii. Eola mo. Aloha mai kākou, o Elijah Kalamic Shane Ko'u Inoa, here to speak to you about COVID and consciousness. Elua, the difference between being reactive and proactive, which is also a huge difference between the Western approach and the cultural approach, speaking about the consciousness of Hawaii and the Earth peoples around the planet. As we already know, we live in a system that does not educate us fully on how to upkeep and to manage our own health and well-being holistically. Oftentimes, the school of thought teaches us that every body part, and even we, are not in oneness. We are in an isolated state from our environment, from spirit, and one another. And ultimately, we are also in an isolated state with how we think about ourselves, about how we connect to ourselves. And therefore, we don't always put two and two together because we are not able to fully see it. Our eyes are not fully open. And we don't always keep into consideration that a majority of the people, because we are trained to be reactive, the people that have COVID, that are passing away because of COVID, they have pre-existing conditions. These people are already obese, they are overweight, they are already not even breathing fully. The entire being does not have oxygen. So when you implement an illness that is an airborne pathogen that causes inflammation and mucus in the lungs, then you already cannot breathe. You're not going to be able to breathe even more. And therefore, the illness is just a trigger to what you already are, because you have been trained to be reactive. And we have grace on all of our people that have experienced a loved one, a friend, a person in your family that has been infected and has passed away because of COVID. We extend love, peace, and grace to you. But this can be a lesson for us all, that our duty as people on this planet, as humans, as divine beings that have a spirit and a soul of our own, that is independent of anything in the system that is trying to train us to think a certain way. We can think on our own. Proactiveness. A person that is proactive has the proper information, the proper understanding, the proper application. If we do not have the right information, which is not given to us often, we have to look for it ourselves. Then how can we understand it? And therefore, how can we apply anything that we do not understand? So at the foundation is the right information. It is education in the right ways that everybody can apply. You don't need anything else other than this information in order to be proactive. And ultimately, this gives you Ike. Ike in Hawaii, insight and foresight. When you have the insight and the foresight to know what is going to happen before it happens, then you can be prepared effectively for anything that happens. But when you are reactive, you're still operating instinctively, and therefore how you operate is always in accordance to what is happening in your environment. When you are proactive, you dictate what happens in your environment because you have the proper information. So it all begins in the mind, everybody. An amazing teacher of mine, he always explained to me that everything is consciousness. So you can control, you can maintain, you can create all according to your state of being. But when you do not have a state of awareness and consciousness that is well informed, then you will be a victim to the entities and the powers that are well informed. And that's the only difference. Information. Ever since the beginning of time, in the Middle Ages, the only difference that classified people in the caste systems was literally consciousness. Because if you don't know, you don't know. And you are only going to know once you have the information and you know. Here's the basic principles, guys. Eating, the intaking of liquids, sleeping, breathing. Our immune system for health and well-being is maintained by these four. Okay? What is the quality of food that you're eating? Is it alive? Is it electrified? Is it conducive to the health and well-being of your body, or is it only causing internal conflict? The exact same thing actually goes for what you're intaking, the quality of water and juices and drinks that you're putting into your body. You are 3/4 water, high quality divine water from God. What are you intaking that is in accordance to that? Is it not? Internal conflict. How is the quality of your rest, and how is the quality of your breathing? Are you breathing holistically and freely? And all of these things can be handled within us, within our own being. But we must see ourselves as being one with Aina, one with Akua, one with Kanaka. This understanding of oneness is going to aid us in knowing what we need when the needs arise. If we do not know and have this connection of oneness, then we will not have the proper understanding and the reference points to what to do when things do arise. That is all. It's very, very simple. You don't need anything from the outside to put into your body in order to give you the power that you already have. You already have it. It is inherent. All that it needs to do is be unlocked. And that unlocking is what the Messiah calls the keys of the kingdom. If you have the keys of the kingdom to access this inner divinity within you, then you will build your mana, and there is nothing of a lower vibration that can touch you. If you have this access, guys, we are here to give you this access, to give you the information and the proper keys to open the doors to almost immortality, to eternal freedom, to eternal truth. You have it in you. It's already accessed. All you have to do is access yourself. I love you.